But first, and it was a bad week for fans of democracy, but a good week for fans of shit shows. And this shit show had a galaxy of stars. Let's start with the PM. That's him. Scott Morrison, a.k.a. ScoMo, a.k.a. the slightly less thinking man's Malcolm Turnbull. Thrust into the top job thanks to his God-given talent of not being Peter Dutton. It didn't take long for ScoMo to reveal what a Morrison government, or MOGO, would stand for.
What Josh and I are here to tell you, as the new generation of Liberal leadership, is we're on your side. And we're on your side because we share beliefs and values in common.
No, you're on our side because you're our government. Yeah, who else side are you going to be on? The Dutch? We elected you. Well, not you personally. You know, we probably won't when we do have a chance, but you get how government works, theoretically. But this is a new generation of leadership. A visit to the drought in an Akubra? No way, Grandpa. ScoMo's here to drought it up, street style.
The new PM flew in on an Australian Air Force plane. He first met local school children and teachers before speaking with community leaders.
Radical, dude. Let's turn this dust bowl into a skate bowl. Yeah, watch me ollie this cow carcass. And then there's Peter Dutton, or as I like to call him, P-Doo. Only a week ago, this unstoppable charisma bomb was set to be Prime Minister. But when push came to stab, P-Doo learned that you don't just get waved through to the PM's office like some French au pair at customs.
A stunning miscalculation by the man who brought on the spill, Peter Dutton.
Something has gone horribly wrong, and a lot of people have been telling me this week these guys are over-egging it, these guys have got terrible tactics. Do they know how to count?
P-Doo's tilt at the leadership was much like that boat that arrived on his watch last week. It was uninvited, it ran aground, and when it came to the numbers, he had no idea how many were actually on board. And spare a thought for Julie Bishop, J Bish, whose leadership ambitions were chewed up and spat out like a piece of juicy fruit.
Julie Bishop is the most significant woman in the history of the Liberal Party.
She would have been the most popular choice as Liberal leader.
None of her home state colleagues from WA voted for her in Friday's ballot.
Julie only got 11 votes, dashing the nation's hopes that she'd be the warrior queen of a glorious empire lasting 1,000 years. Or at least one full term. So why can't we all live under her brutally efficient rule?
Leaked messages between Liberal MPs warn of an alleged plot by Conservatives to defeat Scott Morrison by spreading misinformation about Julie Bishop's support. One MP warned his colleagues that despite our hearts tugging us to Julie, we need to vote with our heads for Scott.
The most popular candidate was torn down by people who can't even run a secure WhatsApp thread. But did J Bish have a big whinge and cry about it? No, she ran the Perth City to Surf.
I actually think I did a PB.
Yes, she did a personal best, though by that stage the race was already over. Classic J Bish. And then there's the artist formerly known as Tony Abbott PM, or AFO Noe Toab Prime, Toab for short. Toab has his finger on the pulse. Here's how he described the Libs' worst poll result in 10 years.
I think we now are competitive.
Yeah. You sure are competitive. You just beat the government. And what's Tony's take on this whole sorry mess?
The era of the political assassin is over, and thank God for that.
Wow. It's not often you hear ding dong the witch is dead straight from the witch's mouth. Oh, what a world. So what was really gained by all of this infighting and backstabbing? Well, despite it all, together, Toab, J Bish, P-Doo and ScoMo were able to achieve something that Mal Tur couldn't do in over 3 years.
And a change in Prime Ministers finally allowed Bill Shorten to break out ahead of a Liberal leader.
Prepare yourself for the future reign of Bill Shorten, or as I like to call him, Bill Shorten.